with Madden 19. Okay, this is the last day of 2K19, and today we're gonna do Denver Broncos versus New York Giants. And of course, you see and stuff that I am the New York Giants. So let's get some like and subscribes, and let's do everything. Alright, you guys ready? Let's kick off 2K20 tomorrow with a bang, and let's blow up the rest of 2K19. Let's go. All right. I hope everybody had a great 2K19 year, because you guys deserve to be in 2K20, which is tomorrow, which is in less than 2 hours away. It'll be 2K20. Well, let's do this.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
I'm going to play
and
two
thank
games
you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I'll give you more.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye
Madden
discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that
NBA
means is
more.
his ability to read, react, and make
Call
a
of
play.
Duty,
But on that
Black
one,
Ops 4.
he looked like one of those guys.
Keenum going to try and throw on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
Pretty good. That guy runs like a little girl.
It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Look at that little go,
defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game.
All right.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. first carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now Keenum throwing on 2nd. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Sometime I'll be getting Modern Warfare, the new Call of Duty.
Working from the gun, Keenum.
Because I heard that's going to play with PC.
He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond.
All right.
This will be fielded at the 17.
It's a great kick.
Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Manning. Smith catches left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That was horrible. That was horrible.
Manning lost it. The Broncos say they have it.
It's only 1 turnover.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
He's really slow.
He'll get this up only to about the 33. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
They try to quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that one.
Here's Keenum to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I hope you guys don't miss
defensively, you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just
said.
But
if it's not in stuff,
first quarter,
we all got to blame on Kirk Cousins.
They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Out of the gun, Keenum. Space to run past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. 1 quarter down. 7-0 is our score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
All right, 7-0.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Keenum toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A second down carry for Booker. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss.
All right,
I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
New York Giants, stop them.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
All right.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Manning.
Subscribe to this video.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
No, wait. We got to run and play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
He ain't going to get me.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game.
This is going to be a end of the greatest year that
and turn him loose.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Manning. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Giants add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Demaryius Thomas gets set to go again on offense. Looking down at the stats here, realizing he has no catches. They've targeted him twice, but no catches. So how do they get him more involved, Charles?
You make sure he touches it on routes that he likes to run. Maybe even run a reverse or some type of a jet sweep so he gets his hands on the ball and get him active and involved in the game. You just try and find ways to get him going. And it doesn't have to be something that's big downfield.
Maybe kind of like in basketball, just a shooter seeing the ball go through, you get him a rep, get him more comfortable.
I agree with that totally. Maybe send that solid screen and give him an easy look.
Well, to this point, no catches.
I'm not forcing you guys to.
They tried a quick hitter
inside,
inside, but that one was swallowed up
Chiefs,
because
you guys are my Dragons.
Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun.
You are faithful subscribers, so shout out to all of you.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad
Sorry
job.
about that.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
Come on, good.
I'm going to read
Good job,
I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Case Keenum's not that good this year.
That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Keenum now on 1st down. And he's got Booker. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker.
Okay.
No gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout.
In the title, I'm sorry about the 1 and the 9, but it's actually 19. I don't know why I put a space in it.
So the offense took the timeout.
Because I don't even know how I even put a space in it.
To resume the action. They had the catch on 2nd
I
down,
had
but
it
it
just
didn't help
perfect
at all,
for you
and now
guys.
they're looking at 3rd down here. Keenum throwing once more.
But that was my first time that I ever did this.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Nice.
Please
I
tell me
needed
this
that.
doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Working from the gun, Manning gonna let it fly for Rudolph.
Ooh,
they went for a big play
so
through
close.
the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete.
All right,
he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Going to Beckham Jr.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. 20. And now running right through it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Manning now to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, this is the final.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley in the final seconds of the 1st half, and the Giants are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about, and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Rosas now to kick this one away.
He's going to kneel it. Just watch.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Who do you guys think that's going to win the Super Bowl this year? 49ers, Green Bay, New Orleans.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one.
Minnesota Vikings.
So we've reached halftime here.
Minnesota
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Let's see. Who else do we got? Let's see. We got Eagles. We have Seahawks. We have, that's on the NFC side. Let me check the AFC side. I know Patriots are in it. Let's see. We got Bills, Texans, Titans. I already said Patriots. Ravens or Chiefs. Who do you all think that's going to win the Super Bowl this year? Leave it down in the comments down below.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
But I'll play one more game.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it.
That deserves a little cheer right there.
Odell Beckham, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they open the lead up now to 25.
All right. Technical difficulties there.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
All right.
And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down.
I hope everybody's doing this right at the end of
And we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Baby.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, and really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And that is incomplete.
I don't know why I said New York.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Marquette King now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
He's insane.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And if y'all have
there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for a punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it.
Make sure they like and subscribe.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's
this
taking
channel
a
right
deep sigh of relief right
with
now.
your boy NBA All-Star 1 with 4 twos. It'll be so crazy.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
They have nothing.
There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line.
Then
They give
the
him
Broncos.
17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run,
they
not
want to
necessarily
give me
block
some
very
more
well.
yards.
In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That play. I don't like that last play.
Manning now on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down.
Little girls.
That's when they look like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate.
They lying.
You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen
They're
them
lying
up,
down like a little bit.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target.
That was a bad throw.
Down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they
They're
just
like
followed
a
the basic
little
rules.
babies.
See ball, knock ball away.
They're like
Turned
Cookie
into a nice
Monsters.
play.
Even though they're not blue, they're like Frosted the Broncos.
Throwing is Manning on third down.
Frosted
And he
the
can't
Broncos
quite
had a
pick it.
very messy
No
season.
interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive
45-yard
play,
field goal.
but I know it's really not.
Am
They
I
had a
gonna
chance to
make
kick
it?
points off the board.
Am
Now
I
they have a
gonna
chance to
make
kick a
it
field
right
goal
here?
by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially
We
if
got
this
a lot of
on the field,
haters
he's gotta
on
be
our
upset he
team.
couldn't come up with that INT.
They're crazy.
So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when he left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just
couple
like a
of
good three-point
haters
shooter
on
in
the other
basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in
My
the
voice
hoop.
almost cracked. That would have not been good.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
All right, let's be Martin.
The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Giants had a pretty good season.
Nice way to start
Cincinnati
the drive, a gain of
Bengals,
12 and a first
not
down.
so much.
Running lanes right
Well,
at
he got
premium in the
2
first half,
wins.
but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping
That
that's
is
a
bad.
precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jeez, I remember that one year and stuff when Cleveland Browns
They go play action here on
went
first down.
0-16.
Blitz coming and down
I am
he
sorry,
goes.
Cleveland
Kareem
fans,
Martin coming hard
but
on the blitz. He dumps him for
your
a
team
loss of 8.
that year
Brandon, if I'm an offensive
had
coordinator
bad
and I see an
players.
all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their
aggressiveness
against them as this game goes
Minnesota
on.
Vikings
I'm going to hit them with a screen
have
soon.
some bad players
complicates
too.
things a bit here. 18 yards to
Kirk
go now on
Cousins is
second
one of
down. They hand off to Booker. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Keenum. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Case
Let's
Keenum,
face it, you want to get back into the game. These are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him.
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
Well, from
an
offensive
for all
perspective,
the WWE fans
because the corner route
who is
extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Right now, I just know it's going to be Dan O'Brien versus the Fiend.
Keenum now,
Bray
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
It's going to be crazy.
Keenum to throw again. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off William Gay. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Giants. Let's make
this D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
For the 4th quarter, will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, bring it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
That was horrible. It was.
And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Broncos on third. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Keenum. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
And McManus able to put it
through.
38-6. And he'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
I don't know why
exactly
they're doing
right.
that.
They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well as I planned it.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
2
good
minutes
gain of
and
14 there, and it
42
moves to
seconds
James.
left of
And
the
looking
game.
to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
Doesn't really matter to me because I got it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
It's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Time for a break.
Doing pretty good.
We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone.
What a touchdown.
It's another touchdown.
What a touchdown.
This thing is ugly. So another score
By
there.
number
Often you talk
26.
about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Keenum going to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ooh, I totally missed him.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
They're going to get it.
Now Keenum got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41.
Well, that's the game.
And they will take over
That is
possession of the
the
football
game.
at their 42-yard
What is going to QB kneel?
Well, that's 3
for
picks
the
he's
rest
now
of
thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
We're just going to leave it. Just going to leave it. All right. The first game with the win of New York Giants 45, Denver Broncos 6. What a great first game that I had.
It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as
All right, next game, we're going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the New York Giants. And this is going to be the last game tonight, guys. But we're going to make it where we play only 3 minutes. We're not going to play a whole 5 minutes this game.
Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all, like a line of views in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, my ex her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Manning gonna throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
You can hit him underneath now,
yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires. On the first quarter of action. 0-0 our score. More from Jacksonville after this. And they've got it here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We are at the 28-yard line.
Bortles now on first down. Being chased out left. Still fighting for
what a
more.
great
11 more yards. That going out a first down as well.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This game.
Into the red zone. It's Bortles. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That Russell Westbrook.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6.
Right now.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked.
This game
well
should
run,
be over by
6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away.
But this is my last one for the night, guys.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing now is Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense. First down and 10. On first down, Bortles. He's going to go for a big play downfield. An incomplete crisis averted.
So close.
Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's try a different play. Let's try a different play.
Throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make the play, even with defenders around them.
Bad pass. Here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This is caught inside the 15.
Touchdown.
And he takes it in.
Jacksonville Jaguars, 48 yards.
A big play there. 48 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points,
Okay,
get
we
that
have
0
20
off the
minutes
board.
before I end
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Shotgun now for Manning. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, we will be getting the second half right away.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, hang on, we'll jump over halftime. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
All right, 14-0. We have
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from the other team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
That's
still
crazy,
third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah,
that is crazy, sir.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down, here's Fournette. And a reinforcement's coming as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Should I go for it, guys? Should I go for it? Or make a 54-yard? Let's just make a 54-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
17-0.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So after those plays, the offense coordinator has to feel like he has balance in his favor. Threw it, then ran it, both for nice chunks of yardage. Now he feels like he's got things going in his direction, but the defensive coordinator, his guys are off balance a little bit. How does he set up, and what does he plan for in the next play? Is there a tendency there he can lock in on and maybe set his defensive call?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4.
Back now in Jacksonville.
3 minutes left. And
it's the Giants with possession of football, but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Here's a gift to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got the yard down to the 16. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Manning on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
I'll give it to him.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Oh, they get to the football.
But he ain't going to get the field goal.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. This one complete to Niles Paul. And now running right through it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys. But you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down. And it did right there. Now Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Now Bortles. And that is
touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Seferian-Jenkins from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
16.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Manning able to find OBJ there for a Giants first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on first down is Manning. Throw left side complete to Ingram. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
56 seconds. And it's 11:52.
Well,
8 more minutes until
that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Manning to throw once more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He finds Beckham complete. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
It's going to end with 24-13.
To look at on film, but
Jacksonville.
This one's
24.
over, let's be honest.
Yeah,
New
I
York
agree
Giants,
with you totally on
13.
that one.
That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best
to
press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go.
Bortles with a knee to the ground, and that should do it.
5 minutes until 2K20.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special
We have 15
about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen.
And
Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
You guys
that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids,
2
your gloves,
games
your
of
towels.
Madden 19
Get to share it with
at
the home
the end
team.
of 2K19.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting
let me know
your home
in the
turf.
comments of what you want to see in 2K20.
Right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Alright, well, you guys have the great rest of 2K19, and I hope you guys keep watching in 2K20. Just smash the like button, and please tell your friends to subscribe to NBA All-Star 1 with 4 2s. That's NBA LL Star 1 with 4 2s. Let's go. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.